Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties already. Keep singing, keep singing.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, there we go.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah.
All
Dun,
right,
dun,
all right,
dun, dun,
everybody.
dun, dun,
Welcome
dun,
to
dun,
the Henry Lovers
dun, dun,
Podcast.
dun,
My name is
dun,
Brandon.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Dun, dun. I'm Mike. Dun, 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 dun,
And I'm your
dun.
beloved Chico.
Very nice. Very nice.
Boom.
Welcome to the Henry Lovers Podcast, everybody. So, sorry we weren't here last week. We'll get into that in a little bit. But
Oh,
the screen that we are all looking at right
it's
now,
fine.
it is the Where to Catch Us screen. So, it says catch us live Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So far, since I've made that screen, it hasn't really been that. Just know that that's the average. That's when we try to shoot for. Nine
You
times
just
out
gotta
of 10.
put 9 p.m.-ish.
Well,
Just
it's
follow us on Facebook, and you'll be alerted when we podcast.
that's right.
And then you'll get a nice alert about 5 minutes before we start, and then bada bing, bada boom.
Very true.
Be expecting us Wednesdays and Thursdays at
Or
some point.
Wednesdays or Thursdays, not and.
Or.
That's right. But yeah,
Because, yes.
Facebook, Twitter, Google. You can Google us, Henry Lovers Podcast. It actually does pop up. It's pretty spiffy.
Yeah, we're like pretty damn sexy.
We're pretty famous right now. All right. But
We're
you can
so
also
famous,
check out
you don't even
archived-
know.
You can also check out archived episodes on henryloverspodcast.podbean.com.
Yep.
So if you missed it on here or don't want to check it out on YouTube, check us out there. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty great. So with that, let's transition to the logo. Boom! Henry Lovers Podcast. Look at all of us.
Boom!
We're beautiful. So, fellas and
It's
ladies
so
and
pretty.
gentlemen
It's so pretty.
of the audience, I am sorry that I didn't really post on the twatters and all that stuff. So,
Oh, you didn't even twat?
nah. Well, okay. So here's what happened. I already kind of told Chico, but I had to work a
Bro, you
double
can't twat.
last Thursday, and I thought that I would hopefully be out around like 9 o'clock or something like that. I didn't end up getting home until almost 11:30. So I went.
Shame you.
Yeah, I went into work at 9 and didn't get out till 11:30. So you can imagine.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
I also only got a 20-minute break. So, you know.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
That's all right. You want to know what that's called, Mike? That's called overtime.
That's live.
That's right. It is also live.
That's what all the people say.
That's live.
You're right. I in April,
So,
working overtime in
Where do those
July.
little ants come from, man? Bastards.
Ants.
I know where they come from, Mike. I was in pest control for a while. But no,
Come from the ground,
for
through
some
the
reason,
holes,
for some reason
through the cracks in the house, the droppings of the.
No.
We're in pest control.
Lainey's bathroom has ants for some reason. Like there's no, maybe she like hoards candy in there. Like there's.
She
just-
probably hoards candy.
Is
That's
that-
what I would do.
I mean,
Hide it like
because who would check there? You know.
in the back of the toilet, underneath the cover. No one's gonna look in there. Disgusting. But yeah, that's the perfect spot. If you're gonna commit a crime, hide it in the toilet.
I mean, I hope that she doesn't do that though, because like we have bleach tablets that we put in the toilet to like help clean it.
It's fine.
I mean, it's fine until she like gets real sick or dies or some shit, and
Makes
then
you shine. Bleach makes you shiny.
well,
Fact.
technically you're not wrong, I guess. But all right, so also on the twatters. Speaking of twatters, it looks like Mr. James hopefully will be making his triumphant return about mid-August. So
Oh shit, son.
yeah,
That'd be
man.
cool.
So,
Maybe he will be like, "Hey fellas, want to be bros again?" We'll be like, "Yeah."
What? Oh, hold up. Okay. Sorry for that random little happening in the background. Don't mind. You guys didn't hear it, but that's the artist spotlight.
Oh yeah. YouTube will be all like, "You're banned."
Yeah, pretty much.
Denied.
So,
Get pooed on.
all right. So what do we got? You guys already obviously know who the spotlight is, so we don't have to really talk
We
about that.
got artist spotlight. We got history thing. We got a game. I'm assuming.
We
We got all the stuff, all the things. We're ready to go. We're locked and loaded. We're half cocked and ready to blow.
Cocked and ready to blow. Heard that. So yeah. We got all the things. So
did I say we have a Henry or Henriettas? We have Henriettas.
We have Henriettas this week. So join us for the Henriettas at Chico's part. So yeah. I don't know. How was everybody? Like we're
great. Get
to talk
we're
for
amazing.
A week.
Everything's good. My daughter's getting molars, so that's awesome. She cries all the time, and I try to make her happy. She really likes to kick me in the face.
But at least she's adorable as shit. Like these videos.
Yeah, fine. It's like, oh, you're really cute, but it just sucks when she's like sad because teeth.
Yeah. Well, and it's these videos that you post on Facebook or whatever. Like Brittany absolutely loves them, or not Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube.
Oh yeah. They're awesome.
She's like in love with your daughter already and has not even met her. So. It's
cool.
It's pretty good stuff. But Chico, everything good? Life is good.
Yeah, man. Just a lot of work, a lot of paintball, some pool thrown in there.
Some pool. Heard. Pool's good.
Hell yeah. It's all good, man.
That's right. That's good. That's good. I'm just working.
What are we going with?
No,
Brady's working. We're all working. We're all working, and this is our chill time.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
I'm noticing that on our episode right now, it has all the stuff from last week up on it.
Oh yeah. It does.
Why they do that?
I gotta delete all that. That's my bad.
Why they do that though?
These are things that I try to like prep beforehand and then I forget.
So like how watch it again thing is me singing Rock Band.
Huh?
Wait, what happened?
Never mind. Don't disregard. Not important. It doesn't add anything.
Oh hey, are we gonna do the new thing that we had kind of talked about? I might have only talked about it with Mike because I forgot to share it in the group.
What are you talking about?
The what the fuck? Or no, I'm sorry. The fuck did I just watch? That thing.
I was definitely not part of that. Racist.
My bad. Yeah, mildly, but it's okay because you guys love me. So, yeah. Mike, you're kind of breaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's coming, but basically,
shitty.
Heard shitty internet. But
let me turn off my Xbox. My Xbox is on.
Okay.
Go ahead. Talk.
Yeah. So anyway, Chico, just to fill you in, Mike sent me a really weird fucking video, and it was like so weird that it was almost disturbing, and so I was like, dude, we need to create a new segment, but have it like something in the description. And literally have it titled, "The fuck did I just watch?" So, anyway, if I can find the video,
what are we looking for? The video I sent you?
Yeah, that fucking weird ass. Oh, it's under text. Can you like actually hold
baby
on,
ice cream?
I'll do it. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's awesome. Are you gonna be able to play it on YouTube though, and other people see it? Like, how's that work?
Well, no. What I'm saying is we'll just leave it in the description and tell people that it's there, so that way. They can watch it
baby
themselves.
Ice cream.
Baby
best thing you
ice
can do
cream.
in life.
Oh, that's the regular chat.
Any of the videos, especially the one of the naked dude.
Wait, the what?
It looks like an Abercrombie ad. It's awesome. That's my favorite one.
Oh, is that the one that you sent me before? Or no, that was the weird Hitler singing something, right? Okay. So yeah, let me send this.
Little baby ice cream. Little baby's ice cream. Yeah.
It's fucking creepy, dude. Like
it's awesome. It's so inventive.
No,
it's
Brittany watched
it's
it with
revolutionizing.
me, and she was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I had no answer for her. I had nothing.
Revolutionizing the ad industry. Really, it's a complete game changer.
It's completely disturbing, is what it is. But anyway,
awesome. All right.
So for the newest segment, if you will, with the Henry Lovers podcast, this is The Fuck Did I Just Watch? And it can be located in the description. So every week we'll have a new The Fuck Did I Just Watch video. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy. How should we spell fuck? FAQ?
FUQ.
No, FAK. What the
FAQ.
fuck?
Yeah, fact. What the fact?
Facts.
With a capital K. All right, heard.
Mhm.
Oh, we got a message. Who's this? Oh, hey, Phil. What's up, buddy?
Phil's watching?
Yeah, Phil's watching.
Hi,
He's in the
Phil.
chat. The
Hi,
fact
Phil.
did I just
The reigning trivia champ is
watch? Yeah. Oh, hey. Speaking of which, Phil, you gotta like
back.
you
Ready to
gotta
go
DM
back
us
at
drop some DMs and let us know what your mailing address is. We have a prize for you. All right. So the fact that I just watch, that sounds slightly less racist. So we'll go with that. All right. Anyway, so what do we want to do, fellas? What do we want to jump into first?
Trivia.
Jump straight into trivia. Heard that?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just tried to spell Phil on the computer and it's spelled pill instead.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So since we're jumping in with trivia just right off the bat, again,
are you not ready? Are you really not ready though?
Hold up. My mic is apparently super quiet, so I'm going to try. Ooh, Jesus fuck.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Sorry about that.
Brandon,
This thing
you
is
always
super
find a
sensitive.
way.
So, can you hear me any quieter, louder, whatever now?
It's about the same volume, but it was slightly distorted.
Oh, I see the problem.
Eh.
Okay. Sorry. Is it any better now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. There's a little lever on the back of my microphone that has a -10 decibels, and I always forget that I have it switched. Because when I record shit on it, like that's not the podcast, it gets a little
Good.
full.
Good.
All right. So anyway, yes, trivia. So Phil, hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully everybody can hear me better. Yeah. So this is trivia. All right. So the name of the game is Walken lyrics. Okay. I am going to put on my best worst Christopher Walken impression.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk songs out that have the word walking in it. So I only have 5 because I figured this might take a while. So the name of the game is when you hear the word walkin', okay, you can buzz in and you have to give me the artist and the name of the song. Basically like any other time we ever do this, you get a half point if you get the artist and a half point if you get the name of the song and 1 full point, you know, if you get both.
If you're awesome.
Right. So now there are a couple of these songs that have been covered by other people. I will give you a half a point if you get the cover.
Both parts right.
Right, exactly. So like if you get like the name of the song and the cover artist, you'll still get like a half a point or like a, I don't know. We'll figure that part out.
Are you gonna go to quarter points? Is that what we're gonna?
Well,
No. We're not getting. You got to get both to get the.
Well, it's gotta be the OG. I think you should be able to get credit for a cover artist.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. So
no, it's no. Hey, don't you change the rules? I'll back in you.
Okay. All right. To the OGs. Yeah. So anyway. All right. So let me go ahead and set up a Mike and Chico thing. Phil, of course, feel free to play along. You're on a little bit of a lag compared to us, so we'll still give you the points. Don't worry.
If you buzz in, you get the points. It's cool.
So we got Mike and
unless you look it up,
Chico.
then you're a cheater, and then you are no better than the Patriots.
Or the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the Patriots are a championship team, so it's
Cowboys don't cheat; they just commit crimes.
which he wasn't, you know, found actually guilty of. Somebody stole his identity. But all right. Anyway, so listeners, you will have to forgive me for my horrible Christopher Walken accent. but I have been working on it. So here goes. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
For the first song. I'm making my way downtown. I'm walking fast. Faces pat. Mike?
Nelly Furtado. Downtown. I don't know.
Okay, Chico, you got a thing? Do you want me to finish the song?
If I could
Not finish the song. But,
You
like,
can't do that.
I'm thinking, fucker. Hey, you messed up. I think it's called 1,000 Miles. I I'm pretty sure that's the name of the song. I couldn't tell you who the artist is though.
Get anything. Either way.
No, I couldn't guess. I don't know the chick.
Okay. Phil's guess is Michelle Branch. Sorry, Phil, Mike, and Chico. Oh, wait. Okay, no. So it is Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles.
How's Nelly Furtado?
Nelly Furtado's
She's the one who's
I'm like a
singing.
bird, I want to fly away.
Yeah.
It's like the
And-
same thing to me.
Pretty much, but, you know.
Or my favorite song by Nelly Furtado is "Promiscuous Girl."
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. Who does that feature? Is that like T.I. or some shit?
Timbaland.
Oh, Timbaland, that's right. Close enough.
Timbaland.
All right, so
All right.
for the next one. I used to think maybe you loved me. Now, baby, I'm sure. And I just can't wait till the day you knock on my door. Now, every time I go to the mailbox, I gotta hold myself down, 'cause I just can't wait till you write me when you're coming round. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa! Mike?
Walking on Sunshine by Blue Man Group. I don't fucking know.
I mean, it is "Walking on Sunshine," but this is the OG one. I think it's Katrina, or like Katrina and the Waves or something like that.
Fucking, alright, so Mike, I'm giving you a half point. Chico, I'm gonna give you 1 point, because you got the name of the song, Mike, but Chico, Katrina and the Waves. I almost want to give you 2
Katrina and the
points.
Waves.
Katrina and the Waves, not even fucking kidding.
That sounds pretty offensive to the New Orleans crew.
Katrina. That was pretty fucked up. Alright, so Mike, you have a half a point. Chico, you got a full point. Let me go ahead and knock that off over here. All right, let's see. What can I do next? Here we go. I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touched down in the land of Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? I got a first-class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. When I'm walking in Memphis. Mike.
Who got it? I got it?
Yeah, it was
you got
Mike.
it. You got it first.
I don't know. Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis. I don't know. Is that it?
Chico,
Dude,
what's your guess?
the title has like walking in it, dude. This is Walking in Memphis.
Bye.
But Mark something. I don't know. Can't remember the last name.
This is definitely Elvis.
No, it's Mark Cohen. Walking in Memphis.
Chico's just kicking my ass.
Nah,
Well,
it's these
so
are like popular songs though. So like if you like
I don't know any of these songs.
yeah, but you also don't listen to like all genres of music, dude.
I listen to like R&B and blues. Anything from before the 70s. Totally got it. Whatever. Just give it to Chico. I don't
Hey.
even care.
Phil also
No.
guessed Elvis, so it's fair.
I only got half a point anyway because I didn't get the name. I only got the title.
Yeah. What?
All right. So, let's see. Let's do this one next. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess, you've been a messin'. Sorry. You've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'. And now, else is... What the fuck? Hold on, these are all fucked up. Sorry, because I copied.
What are you doing? What you staying character?
And now, these are fucked up. I don't know what happened. Let me hold on. And now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking.
I hate you,
Chico.
These boots I made for walking. That's by Sinatra. Nancy Sinatra, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, there's another one. All right, heard that.
Yeah.
So, Chico, you got 2.5. So, Mike, even though you can't win, we're still gonna play the next one.
You
All
deliberately did this so I wouldn't keep my lead.
What are you talking about? How the hell was I supposed to know you wouldn't be faster than Chico in guessing Nancy Sinatra?
No, but he knew. He actually knew that one, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike knew that one, so.
Yeah, but Chico's mopping the floor with me regardless.
It was. All right. So to be fair, these are pretty close. I can get titles more than you. That's all.
I've got like one right.
I mean, you did say fucking Blue Man Group. That's what gave you the half point.
You got 1.5.
Maybe.
I think
I need another beer. Go ahead, keep going.
All right, so the final song we have Pretty Woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet. A pretty woman, I don't believe you. You're not the truth. No one could look as good as you. Mercy.
Man.
Oh, that was at the same time. Hold on.
I don't know who it is.
All right. Well, hold on. I gotta.
Roy Osborne, right?
All right. Hold on.
Pretty Women.
Well, yeah. I guess you can both do. All right. Wait.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, never mind. Chico, what's your guess?
Who'd you say, Mike?
Roy Osborne.
It's Roy Orbison.
Whatever.
Well, so the final score is Chico with 3.5 and Mike with 1 point. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Phil, I'm sorry you had to leave us so soon. But yeah. So there we go. That's true, everybody.
In the Waterboy, when he says, "Mom told me not to get a tattoo of Roy Orbison on my ass," that's Roy Orbison.
That is in fact Roy Orbison.
Ah, right.
I take it you watched Waterboy recently on Netflix, Mike.
No, that's just ingrained in my mind forever. I haven't seen a movie in probably a decade.
What are you talking about? You watch like weird history documentaries all the time, don't you?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with Waterboy?
I mean, it's a movie. You said you haven't seen a movie in a... Oh, you haven't seen that movie in a decade.
Yeah!
Oh, I got you. All right.
Yeah, Henry.
Hey, whatever. This is the Henry Lovers podcast.
I'm feeling the rhythm, feeling the rhyme. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's go. What are we doing?
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up, it's... The guy who did a thing in history a long time ago.
Boom! All right. Let's,
Bow!
add some pictures real quick.
Are you fellas ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, what are you, Chris Angel now? Stop that.
I was thinking that too. Okay, so, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to the 1840s in the old United States of America. So, boys and girls, you guys are familiar with plays, right?
Indeed.
Okay, so Shakespeare, right? He's a guy you guys are familiar with.
Of course.
Okay, so Shakespeare did plays, and they were all the rage in like 1840s America.
Wait, Shakespeare was around that late?
No. He wasn't. He was dead. He was long gone. But his plays were lingering on, and they were.
His legacy was continuing.
Yeah, people were just digging all the plays.
All right, so
anyway, so they're digging the plays, and you know, there's actors coming over from England, and it kind of starts out all the actors come over from England because they're cultured and civilized, and we're barbarians.
Yeah.
And it starts with this guy named Edwin Forrest, I believe, is the one that was from England, if I remember correctly. I don't remember correctly. There's two guys. There's the Edwin Forrest, and there is another guy named William Charles Macready. One of them is American. One of them is English. The English guy came over here and was doing all his plays and stuff, and he was regarded as like one of the best actors in the old, like anywhere in the world. And the American guy was not really a very well-known actor, but one time he got really high. I forget what he got high off of, but some type of thing. And when he was really high, he did a really good job acting. So eventually he got a job as an actor.
All right.
Yeah. So, you know,
I mean, I feel like that's most actors nowadays anyway. They have to be on like something really crazy, and then they're like, yeah, look at me. I won an Oscar.
I'm not sure if he got high for his acting. I think it was just like maybe he just needed a thing to, you know, open himself up and actually live up to his potential.
You need to open your mind, bruh.
Yeah, bro. You got to like take this heroin and just like slam it in there, and then you can really be yourself.
Did they have heroin back then? Was that something that was actually a thing?
No, they didn't. I think he got high off of like...
It had to have been
drugs have been around for a long time.
It was some type of natural gas.
But I don't think
some type of natural gas. I believe he was just huffing a bunch of helium or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't helium, but it was something like that. I don't remember. Like I said, this was like a week ago when I had this down pat. But anyway, so the two actors are doing okay, and the English actor is really famous, and the American actor is up and coming, and they strike up a friendship, and then it sours. Okay. And then when it sours, the English guy would go to his main stage and do a play like Macbeth. And then the American guy would follow him to the same exact city and put the exact same play on in a different theater.
Okay.
And basically the rich people go see the English guy. The poor, like immigrants, go see the American guy. The American guy is not so refined. He's kind of... I kind of picture it like the English guys like Daniel Day-Lewis acting, and the American guys like Jeff Foxworthy.
Okay.
And just you know, they got different styles, but they both do the same plays. So they follow each other around, and they kind of have a little bit of a rivalry going. And things kind of sour. The Americans aren't real fond of the English. You know, the poor people, the Irish and the lower levels of society, they start getting a little rowdy. So Mr. English guy goes back to England, comes back, and he says, I'm going to do a farewell tour, guys. And I believe he's doing Macbeth in New York City at the Astor Place riot. And that's what we're talking about today. There's Astor Place is a big old opera house in New York City. And he shows up there for a performance. He's scheduled to do 2 performances. The first night he shows up on stage and people are pelting him with rotten food and just hissing at him, because you don't boo, you hiss. So either hissing at him, they're booing him, and he wants to quit. He does the first performance and he like doesn't want to come back and do a second one. But he gets talked into it. So he comes back to the second one.
Show must go on. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it's got to go on. So he comes back, and they get a whole bunch of military people there. They have the New York State militias there. I think they have like 30 people there.
Doobie says hi.
And they have 1/3 of the police force there. And they're just trying to keep all the poor Irish people out of this place, because they don't want them causing problems. The rich people are fine. All these other cats, nah, you can't come in. So the show starts, and people are just kind of lined up, ready to watch. They want to see what's going to happen with the riot. They know something's going to happen because something else happened the night before.
Yeah.
And I think there's 2,500 people there. And obviously, they're all not going to get in the theater because that's just not happening. I might be making up some of these numbers, but there's a shit ton of people outside this.
I mean, if you look at the pictures, there's a lot of people, and some of them have.
There's
like,
a lot of people
yeah.
at the picture. There's like way more people than there should be there. It might even be more people than that. I don't even know. Like I said, I forgot the numbers, but there's a ton of people. Okay, before the play opened at 7:30, it's up to 10,000 people filled the streets around the theater. Okay, so there's 10,000 people there, and they're just ready to riot. And like I said, the militia's there. They got their guns. The 1/3 of the police force is there. They've got their guns. And the show's going on inside. And Forrest, I believe is the actor's name, the English guy, he's doing a hell of a show. People actually said he probably had his best performance of his life at this show. So kudos to him. So he's up there and he's actually like playing the character of Macbeth and condemning and damning the people that are rioting inside. So there's people rioting inside and then they get thrown in the little makeshift prison and they try to cause a fire in the inside of the theater. So things are going great.
Sounds like it.
Yep. So things kind of suck. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. And while they're going outside, the crowd's getting a little restless and they're a little upset. And New York City just happens to be working on the subway at this time, and there's a bunch of cobblestones just laying on the floor, and in the floor, I should say, on the ground.
Yeah.
So they just start chucking them at the police force and the militia. And Maya's awake right now, and I hear her crying.
Be right. Emily's got it. We're good.
Yeah, I don't know if Emily does have it. So anyway, they unload a bunch of rocks on the militia. The militia gets angry. The militia fires back over their heads intentionally to miss on purpose. And then the mob gets like, oh, they have blanks. Go after them. And so they go after them, and they end up beating them up. And all in all, there's a huge riot, huge fight. People are getting shot. Random people who aren't even at the riot are getting shot. People getting killed. 25 people get killed. 120 people get injured. There's a huge riot, and it's the biggest riot ever in New York State. I need to go get my daughter.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Well, that was Mike's guy who did a thing a while ago. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Chico, you still here? You're quiet.
Yeah, I was just listening to the story.
Well, I guess I'll transition back to this thing. So, yeah. Well,
yeah.
we're back to nothing. Doobie was in for a little while. Phil was in for a little while. We had some of our people in. They did.
That's fine.
But all right. So
did Phil say where he was going?
No, I don't know. He just kind of dropped out. I don't know. Maybe it's a connection thing. Who knows? Oh, we're back up to 3, so maybe they're back. I don't know.
Oh.
It comes in and out, man. But all right. So anyway, I don't know. Do you want to just move into the artist spotlight thing? Because I mean, Mike already knows who it is. So I mean, you.
I know what it is too. Do you know what song you want to play?
Yeah, I already have it down. Before I play it though, so we'll just go ahead and transition. Boom. So for everybody that is watching right now, am I on the right? Yeah. Okay. So
yeah. So wait, before you keep going, just like the proper segue is this person was one step closer to the edge for a long time.
That's actually good. Like, okay, so basically, my artist spotlight this week, we were gonna do it last week, but you know, shit came up as we talked about in the last, like in the beginning part. My artist for this week is Linkin Park. As most of you know, I'm sure, Chester took his life about a week ago. He hung himself. I personally don't really think that that's true necessarily. Chico is of the same mindset. Motherfucker, my mic is still a little bit low. All right.
No, I hear you just fine.
Yeah, Doobie was telling me that my mic's a little low. Pain in my ass. All right, so anyway, Yeah. So Linkin Park is the artist. That's I just kind of wanted to chat about Linkin Park really quick. Obviously, 90% of you who are listening right now have to know who Linkin Park is. I'm sure that they were your teen angst band or, you know, meant something to you in some other terms. Big thing for me, when I found out that Chester had committed suicide or whatever you want to believe happened to him, I didn't really know what to, like, I kind of, like, was puzzled, you know what I mean? And, I don't really get like hop on the whole bandwagon thing like of the oh god my childhood and whatever. But you know, Linkin Park was one of those bands that it's hard to explain, but like this band was the one band that like literally helped me through a lot of shit. I mean, Chico, you know, and Mike, I mean, he went to go check on Maya, so he's not here, but he knows too. I didn't have like the greatest upbringing, and well, a part of my upbringing was not the greatest, and like when Linkin Park's Meteora came out, that was at the like just at the pinnacle, you know what I mean, like at the peak of like all of this crazy bullshit that was going on, and I actually I've been listening to Linkin Park a lot, and I still remember every lyric of every song on Hybrid Theory and Meteora.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mike's back. Welcome
Absolutely.
back, Mike. So, it's literally taken me a week actually for me to wrap my head around it. So I'm kind of glad that I got to put it off, because a big thing that I kind of was having an issue with is that like if Chester did kill himself, you know what I mean, that he's a 41-year-old man with kids. And, you know, he had a family, he had all of this stuff. And everybody wrestles with demons in some form or another. But it scared me, actually, because in my head, like, you know, Chester was this guy who had been through so much crazy bullshit and persevered through music, right? And that was kind of what I had always held myself to. And then here we are, you know, 20 years later or whatever. Not literally 20 years, but, you know, fast forward in the future. And, you know, he took his own life or was murdered or, again, whatever you want to kind of believe happened.
Let me ask the whole murder thing. I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, there's I mean, they're kind of more not like legit news websites, but there are people saying that, like, you know, there's a connection between Chris Cornell's death and Chester's death and whatever.
Yeah.
It's my first thought was, but there are people that think that both of them were murdered, actually. I don't necessarily know what it would be for, unless it's, you know, some weird Illuminati propaganda bullshit. But anyway, my first thought was, I wonder if his voice was going again, because you guys know that you know, he had like vocal surgery or whatever a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't really do what he used to do.
Yeah, exactly. And that was Chris Cornell. His family had actually said that he had lost, like, he was able to do like 12 ranges or some shit like that, like 12 octaves he was able to sing in. But because he was getting older and whatever, he was only able to sing in 8 or something like that. Which is one of the reasons that they said that Chris Cornell kind of ended up killing himself. Granted, there's also stuff floating around that both of them died from.
Was he doing drugs?
Well, so he had drugs in his system, and that's the other thing too, is that like Chester had.
He's a big druggie.
Well, he wasn't a big druggie, but like he had an abusive past. Like he did have drug abuse problems and all that other shit.
Dude, what professional artist hasn't?
Well, and that's the thing too, is that like, you know, even like fucking Disney stars, you know what I mean, have a coke habit or something, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the best one was Chris Farley, of course.
Yes, of course. I mean, Chris Farley was, you know, amazing. But anyway, so long story short, it had a big impact on me, like a much more profound impact than I thought it would have on me. So the one song that I wanted to play from Linkin Park, which we'll play like 30 seconds of, it's actually Easier to Run is the name of the song. This song
Nice.
is like the embodiment.
Remember, you don't want to do more than Don't do more than 25 seconds.
Right? Yeah, of course. No, absolutely. We're not gonna play the whole song. We get fucking lit up if we play more than just a couple seconds. So it's just gonna be the actual chorus. I think is only like 25 seconds, so we're good on that. But so Easier to Run again for me is like the embodiment of everything that I had to go through and like where my head was at the time. The song is about like trying to kind of persevere through all of this bullshit, and ultimately it's easier to run away from your problems than it is to face them. So I'll play that for you guys real quick. Here it is. This is Easier to Run, the chorus of which by Linkin Park.
It's a good chorus.
Always supposed to hear stuff.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to, but nope.
Yep, so that's all I can play. Sorry, guys. But anyway,
Yay.
if you want to check that out, links are in the description, of course. And actually, since I'm talking about it again, the description, check out The Fuck Did I Just Watch? It is our new little segment, Hoobly. It's interesting. So, yeah, check that out. Hopefully you guys like that. But that's my artist spotlight. If you guys feel inclined, you can check us out on Twitter, check us out on Facebook, share any moments that you might have from Linkin Park, or something like a time their songs got you through some shitty. So
One of the best shows I ever saw. Linkin Park.
Well, and one of the guys that I work with actually was supposed to see them in a couple months, actually. So he was really like bummed out that I mean, not in like a selfish kind of way, but like he really liked Linkin Park and he was excited to see them, and now he'll never get the chance to see them, which is it's
a
shitty.
bummer. A bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer for sure. But anyway, so we're actually doing really well on time. Hey, Ashley's back. What's up, Ashley?
Yay!
You missed a little bit of the stuff, but yeah, like basically everything. But archived episodes and all that stuff. You should follow us on Twitter or Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter. Definitely follow us on the Twitter.
On the Twitters. So, but yeah, I forgot that you had seen them live. You saw them back a while ago, right? Like I was.
7, man.
Did you see them at State Fair, or you see them somewhere else?
I saw them at the State Fair.
Yeah.
At Project Revolution with Nick Christian.
Yeah.
That's right.
So then, Mindless Self-Indulgence, him, Taking Back Sunday, My Chemical Romance. It was a good show.
I wonder what they're doing this year at the State Fair. I went last year, but I went on the last day, so it's kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably something really cool, like the Ink Spots or
Like,
Penguins.
Penguins, that's a thing.
Duke.
I really
No,
want
they
to see
do.
Cake.
No,
Is
that's
Cake still
Gene
around?
Chandler. What do the Penguins do? The Penguins do a song. Who do the Penguins do?
Ashley
What's the
doesn't
song the
follow on
Penguins
Twitter.
do? Earth
that's
Angel? No, they do Earth Angel. Earth
Wait.
Angel, will you be mine? Ba 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 boom. Yeah, Earth Angel. Earth Angel. Did we do the Henry yet? The Henriettas. I'm sorry.
No, not yet.
Nope.
Well, no. I had a question, actually, kind of pertaining to music stuff. Are you going to see Hymns Farewell Tour, Mike?
I really want to,
Ew.
but I don't know.
All right. What do you mean you don't know, though? Like, I
I'm
literally...
poor. I have a kid.
No, fuck that.
Um,
Fuck that. I took Mackenzie, Brittany, my mom, and myself to go watch Motion City Soundtrack's Farewell
Yeah,
Tour.
but I have a young daughter.
Give them to your parents.
Yeah, I got to drive 4 hours to go to the show.
Don't make
drove
up excuses for
3,
that shit, Mike. If you
right?
want to go see him, then you make it happen.
This is like your most favoriteest band of all time. Like, how can you not see their farewell?
I know.
Hey, Phil knows who Motion City soundtrack is.
I'm a douche.
Phil can hang.
Yeah.
Phil's
Basically.
What do you mean you're a douche? I think you just.
I'm a douche.
You're not a douche.
Oh, dude, you shouldn't make excuses because that's. I mean, I always shit on you about it because I think him is disgusting, but. But it's like it's something that you idolize, so you may as well take the opportunity to do it because if you're not going to have the opportunity ever again. Once you're literally throwing away your only chance. So don't do that.
I know.
I'm with Chico.
I want to really badly. If I can, I will.
When's the show?
November 17th, I think.
You have plenty of time to plan.
And,
tickets are $35.
$35? Are you fucking kidding me?
Mike, you have no excuse.
There is absolutely no excuse.
What can I say?
Oh my
I'm a horrible
God.
person.
Mike,
horrible
come on,
person.
man. Dude, that's... No. You gotta...
I know. I hope I can.
There's no hope about it. That's the best birthday present ever. Just be like, Emily, I'm going to the show. You want to come? If she says no, then she can watch the baby. If she says yes, your parents can watch the baby. Shit.
We'll see.
Bullshit.
We'll see.
Fuck that. There's no we'll see. You better go to that show. If you don't go to the show, I'm going to go to the show, record the whole thing, and then not show you.
Okay. Oh, don't do that.
Oh, that'd make you a Henry. Just like the link I sent you of this.
Transitions.
Henry of the week is a Henry of the week.
These wonderful basketball players.
Oh, it's women's basketball. All right.
Oh, that's so good. Mike, please enjoy what you're going to see.
They fight? I hope they fight.
Basketball fail.
Tell me when you watch it.
Mine's loading, so mine's going to take forever to load.
If I watch it on my phone than on a computer at this point. My computer is being the slowest piece of shit in the world.
That's a great idea. I don't know why the fuck I didn't think about that. I have a phone right next to me.
Yeah.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, link to the copy. Where the fuck? Copy the link. Oh, okay, right there.
How come when Brandon posts links, it shows up in the chat? But when Chico and I post them, you can't just watch it there.
I don't know. I can. Whoa, what the fuck? All right. Jesus.
Russia. Sweet.
Well, so
just to give while you guys load, this game happened a couple days ago. This is very recent. This was the championship game for like the women's WNBA version of in Europe, and so these are two top professional teams of women's basketball in Europe, and then this shit happened. So I mean I want to give the opportunity to actually watch. You only really have to go through about
happened. I don't even know what happened.
So Mike, did you notice at the beginning what basket the red team was shooting at? And then later on later on in the video,
whoops,
they she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
And they check it in. I think it's the Russian team. I can't.
I'm watching it right now.
So the team that checked it in out of bounds ran across to the other side of the court and then shot a 3-pointer. And she made it. So normally that'd be, a good job. Now get back on defense. Except she shot the 3-pointer in the wrong basket.
Yeah.
What kind of professional does that?
That would be like... Wouldn't that be backcourt, though? That wouldn't even be a...
It should have been a backcourt violation.
The rest are retarded. There's like incompetence all around here.
Yeah, this is just low quality all around.
People are like, what do we do? What I do? I don't know what to do.
And for somebody who appreciates basketball, this is really like atrocious. This is an egregious offense on like many levels.
I'm an idiot, and Ashley said that she would follow us on Twitter, not that she wouldn't. So sorry, I don't know how to read.
I think I just dropped.
Going
Oh, there we
back
go.
to the Foch book or the thing though, the basketballs. So you can watch the basketballs link in the it's in the description. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. Speaking of Russia, I actually don't have anything really. There's this weird artist that I kind of rediscovered. We'll talk about him on the next Henry Lovers podcast. He'll be my next artist spotlight because it's wonderful. Also, I'm sweating my balls off in this closet. It's pretty terrible. I'm just letting you know. For those of you who don't know, I podcast in the closet because, you know, that's how I roll.
You're all funny. Where's Mike? Was he able to reconnect?
Oh, did he disconnect? I didn't even fucking hear him disconnect.
Yep.
Mike!
Oh,
God
he's
damn it.
gone.
We have the most. Oh yes, thank you, Ashley. Ashley says R.I.P. Chester. Same. It was devastating. Not awesome. Sad day. The worst part is I heard about it in the middle of my fucking double. Like, it was hard to get back into work mode after like that whole mess. It's just, that sounds selfish and shitty, but yeah. Is he not?
No, I think he's. I think it's not only Rip Chester but Rip Mike.
Mike heard that. Oh, Mike, why do you have to be such a poor man? Or Henry. Henry would work too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, but it's just so fitting of Mike just for this shit to kind of happen to him because he has internet. I mean, I can't say he steals it because his parents provide him with internet. I think he just pays a portion of the bill or whatever it is their agreement is. But he literally just takes Wi-Fi from the house next door.
Yeah.
So the fact that this happens is like very fitting for him to being called poor man because he's so fucking cheap that he won't pay like the $30 a month to have it just like an actual reliable hardline in his house.
Yeah. Or the $35 to go see his favorite band's farewell show.
Oh, that's even more dumb. But like, so I could see this like, oh, I want to drive 4 hours kind of thing. But like, yeah, I drove 3 hours. Yeah, after a full day of work on a Friday night to New York City to go watch the Red Hot Chili Peppers to drive back. That the three because this was in fucking Brooklyn and traffic and parking is atrocious. So
yeah.
3.5 hours. Although it's not the full travel time, it took that long to get there. So and then I drove back after the show, which was fucking phenomenal. They did like pretty much like a greatest hits thing, of Red Hot Chili Peppers, pretty much all their albums except for One Hot Minute, which made me kind of sad.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I think Anthony Kiedis doesn't like doing anything from that album because that's like when he was like in his worst of drug abuse.
Oh yeah.
But so to get out of that. Yeah, I mean, I drove down there. The show ended at like 12:45, and I drove back to 3.5 hours to Albany, and and I don't regret a single minute of it. I do it again.
Absolutely. Well, dude, like when I went to Motion City Soundtrack's farewell tour, so it's like a 2.5 hour drive to Orlando, and that's like excluding traffic and all that other bullshit. I had worked. Let's see, because I was living in South Carolina, so I had worked like the whole fucking day, got off work, drove 6 hours to Jacksonville, crashed for the night, woke up like, and when I say for the night, like I didn't get in until I think like 3 or something in the morning, and crashed out. Like Brittany and I both slept, but we had to sleep on the floor in my sister's room, so that was awkward. And then we woke up the next afternoon or like morning or whatever, drove an hour and some change to Orlando, hung out there for a little while, got some food, watched the concert, and then we had to do like a fucking 3.5 hour detour. So it took us like 4 and some change hours to get back, literally the 2 and whatever hour distance from Orlando to Jacksonville. And then I literally had to get up the next morning after the concert, drive all the way back home, and then go to work. Like, but again,
that sucks ass.
would totally do it again because it was absolutely worth it to see Motion City Soundtrack's farewell tour. Like, absolutely, totally worth it.
Yeah.
Which I believe is another band we've talked about on, actually, the day that I went to the farewell tour, we talked about it. But yeah, if you don't know who Motion City Soundtrack is, go look them up because, I mean, you won't be able to see them live, which is depressing. But, yeah. Anyway, go do that. So, I don't know. So, I guess, should we call it here? It's a little shitty that it's, you know.
It's ending in a mic way.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't have Mike to sign off, but, I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it, I guess. Let me see if I can at least. Fuck. Fucking Mike.
The classic.
The classic. The one and only. Hold on, let me see. Okay. I'm asking him if he can get on for like 5 seconds to sign off. So, thank you guys.
That's all right. I'll sign off for him.
Okay, that'll be fine. You just do your best impression of Mike. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. It's because he doesn't want to see him. Actually, Doobie brings up a good point. He might just be so sad that it's their
the farewell tour.
Yeah, their farewell tour. Unless, I don't know, you're talking about something else. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for joining in. Sorry it's a little bit of a jank-tastic time. You can definitely tune in next week. Let me pull up the little fucking things so you'll know where to find us. You tune in next week. We'll be around Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, you know, all that nonsense. Basically, if we're not able to make it on Wednesday, I'll post something on Facebook or Twitter, so that way you guys will know, like, a rough time or date that we'll be able to do it, or if we'll be able to do it for the week. Phil, Ashley, Doobie, the three. Brittany couldn't make it today. She's not feeling good. So,
No.
yeah, she's migraines, you know, all the awesomeness. But anyway.
So as a segue into the episode for next week, you know, tune in to see Mike and Brandon go at it in the game that I saw, and I definitely am gonna have them go at each other because it was very funny.
I'm excited for next week.
It's gonna see who's gonna crack first.
Who's gonna crack first? Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Phil, last minute comment says, I saw Motion City Soundtrack at the 2006 Warped Tour. Phil, that was the 1 year that not the 1 year, I went like 7 times. But the year that I wanted to go, my mom wouldn't let me because she said I was too young. And that is the exact reason that I wanted to go to watch Motion City Soundtrack. I think I ended up seeing them at Warped Tour for like my 3rd time, though. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us on the Henry Lovers Podcast. I really do appreciate it. Again, Phil, Ashley, Doobie, you guys are awesome. Just check us out next time. We like having you guys around. It's fun to have the chat. So, again, Facebook, Podbean, if you want to catch the, archives episodes, all that other bullshit. You know what the deal is. My name is Brandon.
My name is Mike. And I'm your beloved Chico.
Have a good night, everybody.